Hello truckers and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are continuing our career in the International Lonestar, painted in International Orange. Today we have a load of yard trucks going from Nogales to Kingman, Arizona. Let's go ahead, get back into the cab, get ourselves onto the road, and get this load delivered. Hopefully I can get out of here without crashing or having anything ridiculous happen. Go ahead and back up a little bit. Try to watch. The nice thing about having these big front mirrors is it makes it very easy to see the trailer from the front there without having to look all the way over to the right. I'm a big fan of these big front mirrors like this. Alright, let's get ourselves out of the yard here, get ourselves on to the road, and hopefully without having the trailer hit anything. That seemed to make it pretty well. And we need to take a right out of here. How much gas do we have? We have 600 miles. I think we're good. Should be able to make this trip no problem. Alright. Keep an eye out for any traffic that may be coming. Doesn't seem like there's anything. So, get on the road and off towards our destination. Speed limit here is 25, so go ahead and get our cruise control set for that. And I'm going to be texting and driving because I'm getting messages. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, there you go. Alright. Don't text and drive. Don't text and drive. Do it in the video game, don't text and drive in real life. Alright, get turned off onto the freeway here, and hopefully have a nice smooth ride all the way out to, I think it was Nogales? Or no, we're going from Nogales to Kingman? I don't remember. I've already forgotten. My goldfish memory is just not working for me right now. Well, it is what it is. Alright, we got a nice high speed limit though. Get our cruise control reset. Put it up to 75, and we'll enjoy a nice scenic route all the way around the freeway. I think that we're going to be heading off in this direction, and then, you know what? I don't really remember. Are we heading north? Yeah, I think we're on this. I think we're on this freeway for a little while. Says we got 6.5 hours. Ooh, I guess I wasn't paying attention to the distance on this one. This may be an extra long episode. I was looking at the money. It was $24,000 for this load, and it didn't seem like it was that far, but 6.5 hours is going to take us a while. I kind of wish I hadn't taken this load now. My primary filter when I'm looking for places when I'm looking for loads that I'm going to take is, have we been to this location? Is it taking us to a new spot? And I try to pay attention to the distances and stuff, but sometimes I don't know. I'm not really paying too much attention to it. I try to be as good as I can about it, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, at least we're going to have a nice long drive on what seemed like it was mostly freeway, so hopefully that time will go down relatively quickly. And most of it, because the time goes by based off of distance and estimated speed, but at the same time, because distance is relative in this game, the amount of time that it actually takes to cover the in-game time can vary. So it's 3 o'clock right now. It's saying about 6 hours, which means we're probably going to be ending, well, we're definitely going to be ending this episode in the dark. That kind of sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. At least we get some daylight, get some variety to our rides here. Slowing down to 65 because I guess we're passing through a populated area. I'm really hoping that these cars don't slow down to the point where we're doing less than the speed limit. And now we're down to 55. Oh, we're passing through Tucson. That would explain it. Well, it'd be nice if most of these cars would get out of the way. I mean, I guess we're not really being slowed down, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just, I continually feel like they're going to slow us down here at any moment now. Get over so I don't have to worry about cars coming up behind me. There we go, sensor, thank you. It's nice having that sensor, but it definitely brakes harder than I would have. I have the sensor bumper equipped to this truck, and I'm pretty sure that's what's giving me the automatic braking for the cruise control. I wonder if that works when the cruise control is off. I should probably test that at some point, because I know modern cars nowadays do have that. They have the automatic. Oh, we sense that you're about to have a crash. Let's apply some brakes here. So I don't know if that's because, I don't know if that works with the, I don't know if that just works in general, or you have to have the cruise control on, or I don't know how that works. All right, we're making some decent distance. I don't know about time. Okay, so 75. We're back up to 75, which means we're out of the populated area. I wasn't paying attention to the screen, so I don't know if we actually discovered Tucson as we were passing through it, or if maybe we discovered it in a past episode and I just don't remember. There's so many cities in this game that it's hard to remember what we've got and what we haven't. And I don't really want to pop into the map just to find out. It is what it is. It's not like we're traveling there anyway. Down to 5.5 hours. Got about an hour of in-game driving done in 6 minutes. So 6 times. Ugh. Okay. I mean, I guess it was not 6 minutes. A bit of that was the intro. Yeah, this might go over my time limit. I generally try to do 30 minutes. I like to keep that first number reading at 2, so 20 something minutes, something like that. But my own fault, I wasn't paying attention. Get ourselves a nice view of the terrain as we're driving by. Can't look away too long though, because we'll easily go out of our lane if we do that. I'm staying in this middle lane here mostly because I'm assuming that right lane is going to go away once we get out of the greater Tucson area, and it'll go down to a four lane freeway. So we'll stay here for we'll stay here for now. You drive around long enough and you start to notice the patterns of how our highway system works here. And I'm not even just talking about in the game, I'm just talking about in the real world. Like when I'm at a stoplight, I know when it's about to change because you know what the traffic pattern is. I will look for the cross traffic light to turn yellow, and then I know, okay, we're getting ready to go, because almost every light has the same pattern as far as which traffic it lets go when. I mean, obviously, some lights are different, and that gets a little bit frustrating because you're sitting there going, oh, I'm about to go. Oh, wait, no, they have a different pattern for this one. Boo. But, you know, I would say 90+% of the lights in America all follow the same pattern. Straight and turn, straight and turn, straight and turn. Okay, so yeah, I'm just I really wish I hadn't picked such a long route, because now I have to try to fill that time with conversation. Not really sure what the next step needs to be for this particular series. We already have a crazy amount of money, and we really probably should invest in another truck and have an employee driving. I'm thinking I might go back to the 9900i. I think I said that in a previous video. I think I might go back, I might buy another used 9900i and get that all fixed up and ready to go. But at the same time, we haven't really fully upgraded this truck yet because we haven't leveled up to the point where we can do that. So I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'd like to get to the point where we have the truck that we're driving completely upgraded, and then we can put an AI driver in it, let him drive that around, and we can start over with another truck. And you know, I'm thinking we can kind of just, I guess the next goal would be to, I'm not necessarily interested in building a shipping empire or anything, but mostly just buying one of each truck and fixing it up. I think that would be a good goal for the series, and then, you know, when we get to the point that we have one of every truck all fixed up, maybe that'll just be the end of the series. We'll be done with it. I mean, I guess if it gets to the point where there's enough interest in the series to keep going, I can start looking into doing some serious time time and effort into doing like mods and stuff, adding mods and trying out different things and that kind of stuff. But you know, most of the really good mods cost money, from what I understand, and this channel's not making me enough money yet to where it can justify me investing in that. Let me get over here. Maybe once we have the ad revenue coming. Am I getting off here? No, I am not. We need to go over to this one. Maybe once I get to the point where the channel's bringing in ad revenue, I'll be making enough money to justify small investments. I mean, I have bills to pay. I'm trying to get this channel to the point where I can start helping pay some of the bills around here, because yeah, need to get that started. But you know, if I can set aside a little bit of the money that I'm making from the channel to reinvest into content, obviously I'd like to do that. Just have to wait and see how things turn out. We're at 830 subscribers, I think it was when I woke up this morning. So you know, we're rapidly approaching it. Hopefully, you know, it'd be nice if in the next week or so we end up popping up over that 1,000 subscriber mark. Seems like we're getting 5 to 10 subscribers a day somewhat consistently at this point. So hopefully, I mean, I guess that won't be a week then. It'll still be like another month or so. So I'm hoping to get some kind of a boom or something, where I just get a lot of subscribers all at once, and then, you know, we pop up over that 1,000 subscriber mark. I can have the Google AdSense or whatever fully monetize my channel, and then I can be getting some ad revenue hopefully. And I have a few channel members, which I greatly appreciate you guys, you know, choosing to support the channel directly like that. And you know, just start getting some. Got through the light, yay! Saves a lot of time when you're not having to sit at the lights. All right, so left turn light means that we're gonna get ready to go here in a second. But for whatever reason, yeah, okay, come on, let's go, 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 go. All right, cool. Is there a reason why you're not? Okay, I was about to say, is there? I guess I hadn't reached the speed threshold required. And then I will get over to the right. I needed to make sure that there was nobody over there. So yeah, you know, I'm only going to be doing series I do a video game series for one or both of two reasons. Either I really enjoy the game and I want to play it, and I'm hoping that because I enjoy it, it will make you guys enjoy it, or it's getting a lot of attention and it's worth putting my time and effort into because it's helping to build the channel. So the trucking stuff is getting, you know, about the same amount of attention as most of my stuff. It's not getting nearly the attention that my Elite Dangerous stuff is getting. So you know, it's down. It's up there with. It's slightly below my. I don't know if it's slightly below. I need to look at my metrics again. But every time I bring it up, it's getting a decent amount of attention. But if it doesn't pop up by the time we get to the point where either we're really far into this and it's just not really going anywhere, I got to start trying out some different content, because I need to make sure that I'm stacking my lineup of games with you know, content that is going to be pulling people in and keeping them engaged. And if the trucking stuff isn't doing it, well, it's got to go. You know, same with my flight simulator stuff. Same with my. I mean, even I invested heavily in my hunting game because at the time it was my most popular content, and I went ahead and bought all the DLC because there was it was the winter sale on Steam, and I was able to get everything for super cheap. And now I'm kind of regretting it a little bit, because the viewership for that, I don't know if it's fallen off, but it's not nearly as popular as my Elite Dangerous stuff. And I already had Elite Dangerous. I didn't need to spend any money on that. So that's another reason why I'm hesitant to invest in any games at this point, because unless the viewership reaches the point to justify spending money on a game, I gotta be very careful about, you know, investing real world resources into things like that. Was I supposed to? Okay, no, that's a median. I wasn't sure if that was a lane that I was supposed to be in, or if it was a median. I was only halfway paying attention. So I'm going to pause for a second just to get through this light, because we don't need to sit here and wait for that. All right, here we go. It says we have about 2 hours and 47 minutes of in-game time. We'll have to see what that ends up translating into as far as the real world. We are going to be on, I imagine we're going to be on highways like this for probably the remainder of our time. If we can stick to 60 miles an hour, 60 plus miles an hour, I think that'll be good. Obviously, higher speeds will make that time number go down faster, just because of the distance compression in the game. I know that's a little. I know if you don't understand how the game works, it's probably a little bit confusing. But you know, the distance of a mile in game changes depending on where you are on the roads. If you're in a city area, you know, a mile is much more in-game distance than it is in between the cities. So I don't really know how to explain that in a way that's going to be intuitive and makes sense. Just know that you cover a lot more distance with the same amount of in-game driving between populated areas, because they've compressed the distances. They've compressed the distance between destinations in the game. So, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain in a way that's going to make sense. I'll just understand that you obviously the distances are not realistic in this game, and the actual distances between destinations is not what it would be in the real world, and it's not to scale. You know, you might drive 5 miles in game, and it covers a certain distance when you're in a city, and you might drive 5 miles in game, and it covers a much larger distance when you're on a major freeway in between two cities. Something like that. It's hard to explain how it works. Okay, let's get through this roundabout. Doesn't seem like there's any oncoming traffic, so we can go ahead and just make our right turn here. Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. I appreciate you. Get ourselves... unfortunately, there's a lot of traffic right now, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get up to the speed limit. It seems like they're all accelerating, so we might be fine, but whenever you have another big truck like that in front of you, a lot of times those guys drive a little bit slower than is reasonable. I'm going to stay in the left lane on the off chance that I'm able to get around these guys, because I would like to get up to the speed limit. In real life, you would want to be over to the right because you're a big truck and all that, but these are all AI players, and I'm not really worried about their feelings. Oh, the AI drivers, anyways. I'm not really worried about their feelings. And we're already 18 minutes in and still have 2 hours of in-game time, so I want to try to get through this as quickly as possible so that we can hopefully keep this under the 30-minute mark. I'll try to be a little bit more careful the next time. I got a little bit... I think the biggest reason why I ended up not paying attention was just the fact that... it was a rush load and it only had 18 minutes, so I was like, "Ooh, I better hurry up and go grab that," because it was a very lucrative load. So I rushed myself through the decision-making process because of the rush that was on the pickup for it. And I was like, "Oh, let me go grab that." So next time I'll try to pay a little bit more attention to. But the problem is that it doesn't give you an estimated. I don't think it gives you an estimated time. So you get a distance, and that distance could actually have a relatively large gap in the amount of time it takes you to get there. Like 300 miles is 300 miles, but if it's 300 miles of all freeway driving, that's going to take a certain amount of time compared to 300 miles of some freeway driving, some highway driving. You're going to drive through a town, you know, like the distance is a little bit deceiving as far as how long it's actually going to take you to get through a load. So sometimes I try to stick between 200 and 300 miles, and I think I looked at the distance. It was a little over 300 miles, if I remember correctly. So I guess, there was also kind of no way for me to know that it was going to be over 6 hours of driving, because, you don't really know what it's going to end up being, what places you're going to actually end up driving through. It's a nice, pretty sunset, though, here in the desert. Looks like it's gonna rain, though. I don't know. I'm getting rain vibes from the air, the cloudiness and everything. I don't know if that's because it's getting dark, or if it's actually gonna rain, or what the deal is. Down to a little over an hour, though, so hopefully we can get this route done very quickly. Get this load dropped off and get you guys on your way. Okay. Everybody's coming to a stop now. Guessing we're coming through another town or something. Fortunately. Oh. Is this lane ending, or what's going on here? Okay. So now we're down to a single lane road and everybody's coming to a complete stop. So what we thought was going to be a little over an hour is now turning into 30 miles an hour because of merging. Great. Come on. Hopefully we can get through this hopefully we can get through this very quickly. It looks like we're going to be turning off to the left up here, though. If we can get past all of this traffic. Come on. It's hard to know what's going to happen up here, though, because intersections are usually slow-down points. So we just have to wait and see what all these AI guys do, and hopefully they push through it pretty quickly. I don't think there's a stop sign or anything here, or any kind of, like, any reason for anybody to come to a stop, but at the same time, you know, AI, just like real people, get confused, and they don't always do what you think they should be doing. Especially when they all decide to come to a stop to make a right turn. Come on. Alright, I need you to go, please. Thank you. See, like that right there, he should have been on his gas pedal way earlier than that. This is the stuff that irritates me in real life, waiting for people who just... timid people who can't figure out how to drive. Like, go, dude, go. We all have places to be. Just because you don't have anywhere to be doesn't mean that the people around you don't have anywhere to be. Alright, get ourselves on the freeway here. I know I took that turn a little fast, but I wasn't expecting it to yank around quite as sharp as it did. We're down to 30 minutes, so we should be fine on time. Just need to make it to our destination up here. I can see the rings, the delivery rings already, so we should be cool. Let's get ourselves over here. Sorry to that car that I ended up having to cut off, but, you know, it's called an acceleration lane for a reason. Try to hurry up and get this load delivered. What does that sign say? I can't tell. Tried to not go off in the shoulder there like I am, but I didn't realize we were speeding. It's so hard to get up to 75 that I wasn't really paying attention to, or speeding there a little bit. Okay. This is our destination over here on the right. We'll get this dropped off, and that will be it for today's episode. Oh, it'd be nice if this light stays green for us. Alright, welcome to Kingman. Get ourselves... So is it the Walmart here? It looks like it's the Walmart here. Yeah, somewhere in the back, it looks like. So I'm thinking I have to go back here because it didn't look like I could go back in the back over here from that side. So I'm going to pull back over here this way, and then ideally we're going to see our drop-off zone over here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Do I have room to just swing around here? Well, this is a horrible backing situation. Just gotta kind of focus a little bit here. I'm gonna bring up my mirror there so I can actually see what I'm doing. We got to get it all the way around to the other side of that trailer over on the end. This is like I want like some extra pay for this. This is ridiculous. So we got to get it all the way back around that trailer. And it's very hard to tell distance on a 2D surface like this, so try to curve it around this way. We're gonna end up having to do a pull forward for this, but that's all right, I guess. At least we have some room off to the side to get this kind of shifted around. That's good. All right, well, hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more viewers. The more we can get along for these rides, the better. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button, check out the list of perks that will become available to you should you choose to join the channel, and decide if any of those are right for you. Again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys had lots of fun, and I'll see you for the next one.